Hey, boys and girls, how are we all? Long time no see. So, some of you may have been asking a question. Well, I hope some of you have been asking the question, where the heck has Toby been? It's been, I don't know, 3 weeks or something since he's done a video. Not impressive. I follow this YouTuber and he ain't even doing nothing for me. I apologize. I'm very sorry. I have been a busy, busy boy. So, lots of stuff been going on. The podcast has finally gone live in the last few weeks, and that has taken my attention, I will admit. I've had a lot going on with that, and I've had some awesome people on already. Really, really thoroughly enjoyed it. And if you are not listening to the Toby Fire and Steel podcast, then why are you not listening to the Toby Fire and Steel podcast? It's mainly interviews. Well, it is interviews. Speaking to some awesome bladesmiths from here around the world. We had Luke Berkelmans, we've had Carl Royer, we've had look at all these people recovering from the symposium, right? Yeah, I did great. Matthew Morris, plain old iron, as if you caught I haven't got coronavirus. That's not where I've been. Toby hasn't been sick at all, actually. He's a healthy, well, that's not true. I was sick a few weeks back, but anyway, unrelated. So, been doing lots and lots of things. I've got the Blade Symposium that I did, which was amazing. I was teaching stabilizing. My camera's a bit shaky. Hey, like that's handheld. It's probably a little foolish, really. I have a GorillaPod right there. I could probably actually be using the GorillaPod. I have been. We had the symposium where I was teaching. Hey, Paul, how you doing, buddy? Teaching timber stabilizing for the use of knife making, which I'll be very honest with you all, was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed doing that. I love to teach. Is not a understatement. I thoroughly enjoy teaching people stuff, and you know what it's like when you teach. Well, you may or may not know. It's like when you teach people a subject that you're actually very good at, and without being big-headed, I'm pretty darn good at stabilizing. So, I was asked to teach that and had a great couple of sessions. Really enjoyed myself. Lots of people. I think we had like 8 for the first session. I can't remember what the second session was. 4 or 5 people came along, and I think they got a lot out of it. Now, what I did sort of somehow end up doing was, as I was writing notes and all that sort of thing, because when you're teaching people, you kind of, especially if they're paying, you want them to get a lot out of it. So I was setting up notes, all that sort of stuff. Realized how much I actually do know about stabilizing, and somehow wrote an ebook. So the ebook isn't finished, but I will be releasing an ebook in the next few weeks, and that ebook is several pages of everything you might want to know about stabilizing, especially stabilizing Australian hardwoods, which I'm probably one of the top, maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6. Well, I don't know. That's really big-headed of me, but I would say relatively knowledgeable in stabilizing. I don't know how many people are better than me, Mark Sinclair and maybe a couple of other people. But I've learned a lot in the last couple of years. Huge amount of information. I feel like people could get something from it. So I'll be releasing that ebook for something like, I don't know, $10. What do you guys think? $10, good number. Would you pay $10 for an ebook on something that you wanted to know about? That's everything someone's learned in a couple of years, and probably everything you might want to know at least to get started. I think it's a jump start. When I was starting, I would have paid that sort of money. Please let me know. Leave in the comments below. I haven't done too much. $5, right? Thanks very much. Really appreciate that. That's all I'm worth. My 2 years of knowledge is only worth $5. I've been actually teaching a bit today. I had Jamie, a guy called Jamie, around here today teaching a bit of forging, which was nice. So that's sort of taken up my afternoon a little bit. But I'm just trying to get a few custom orders out. That's really what's been holding me up. I have a few custom orders that have to get done. And when I film knives that I make, they take about 10 times as long to make than if I just make them. So I've been sort of bashing through that, and then every week realize that I haven't. Sounds reasonable to me, especially given the massive information that may not be relevant to stabilizing Aussie woods. But to be honest, stabilizing Aussie woods is actually a lot harder than other woods, and that depends on whether you think that other people are doing it fully 100% right. Anyway. So, yeah. Oh, man, I lost my track. Knives. So I've been making lots of customers' knives and really trying to get them done. So I'm pushing them out, getting them finished, and I will be back on track to be showing you guys knives, knife making are you happy, is the question, with the way the channel has been, doing their build-alongs and seeing them split up into 3 or 4 parts? Or would you like to see, and this is actually a question I'd really like you to answer, would you like to see more of those happy, fun videos that people do of like a blow-by-blow knife being made over like 6 or 7 minutes, but not really instructional? Because they seem to go mad. You seem to be able to get tens of thousands of subscribers in like a year by doing those sorts of things. Would you like to see more of those things? Or would you like to see a mix of both? Maybe doing the build-alongs and then followed by a video with that knife being made in a quick blow-by-blow type video. Please leave me a comment on that. Right. Some of you will have heard on my podcast that me and my wife and family are intending to move back to the UK in July. I will be continuing the podcast, continuing the YouTube channel, loving my Australian friends and followers, and will always be doing stuff for them. That said, with the coronavirus presently, that may be out the window. We may not be doing that move, because if it doesn't get any better than it is now, we won't be moving. So my friend Jacob will probably be happy to hear that. The potential is we may be here for another 4, 5, 6 months, whatever it takes for the coronavirus to die down. Which means I might be at a few more of the shows that I wasn't expecting, which actually means I might go to the Sydney show again this year, which could be good. That would be awesome. Let me know if you want me to go to Sydney show. Write that in the comments below whether I should stay for the Sydney show. Thank you very much. I love you all. I appreciate you watching, and have a good night. Let me know if you forgive me for not being here for the last few weeks, and I really appreciate the ones of you watching this. Guru.